Belted kingfisher. Where to find a belted kingfisher? The range of this species can be a bit confusing. Not all belted kingfishers migrate, but some of them do. There are areas where these birds stay year-round and others where they must migrate. They will need to cross most bodies of water in North America. These waters can include the ocean, ponds, and lakes. They simply have to be close enough to fish. A bird that spends most of the year in the northern part of its range will migrate south for the winter, spending time in Mexico, the southern United States, Central America, and the West Indies. Where the water is frozen, they cannot survive. A bird may occasionally migrate far from the mainland and end up on an island. In the summer, some birds may migrate north in the southernmost regions. This doesn't happen as regularly, though, as it does for birds in the range's northern region. Ecuador is where these birds can be found at their farthest south, however they occasionally migrate there. If there are remaining open bodies of water, a belted kingfisher may not migrate, even if it lives very north. Nests of belted kingfishers. This species' breeding habits are peculiar. Unlike other birds, they don't build their nests in trees. In its place, they carve tunnels into the side of a sand or riverbank. The work is done by both parents. After the tunnel is complete, the female lays eggs, which the parents alternately incubate. Biological name: Megaceryle alcyon is the belted kingfisher's scientific name, albeit it wasn't given to it all at once. The bird's original scientific name was Alcedo alcyon. It was altered, nevertheless, in 1848. Megaceryle comes from the words mega and ceryle, an existing genus. The term alcyon means kingfisher in Latin. Therefore, the genus Megaceryle is simply a genus for larger kingfishers. These birds appear throughout the world and contain 4 different species. The belted kingfishers family is Alcedonidae, commonly referred to as the kingfisher family. As you'd probably guess, this family contains kingfishers of all shapes and sizes. In total, there are 19 genera and 114 species. Size, appearance, and behavior. The belted kingfisher is rather large, though it technically falls into the medium category as far as birds are concerned. It measures between 11 to 14 inches with a wingspan of 19 to 23 inches. It can weigh anywhere from 4.0 to 6.3 ounces. Often, the females are slightly larger than the males. This species has a long black bill that is used for catching fish. Its large head has a shaggy crest, common in many kingfisher species. Furthermore, this species also exhibits reverse sexual dimorphism. In other words, the females are larger and more colorful than the males, the opposite of most species. Both genders have a blue head, a blue band around their breasts, and a white collar. The back of their wings and bodies range from dark gray to slate blue. The females have another band across their upper belly that is described as orange or rust. What does a belted kingfisher eat? For the most part, these birds eat fish. They will wait from a high point near the water until they spot a fish they can catch. However, these birds also eat a variety of other prey items, such as amphibians, crustaceans, insects, reptiles, and small mammals. In this way, they are slightly opportunistic. Typically, these birds will look for food by the water. Often, this means fish. However, if another animal proves to be an easy snack, they will take the opportunity. Young, reproduction, and molting. A pair of belted kingfishers will tunnel into the bank's side after mating. This tunnel is occasionally quite long and slightly steeply inclined. The reason they dig uphill is unknown, but it creates an air bubble in case the tunnel floods. The chicks can live as long as they are enclosed in this air bubble. After the tunnel is done, the female lays 5 to 8 eggs. Unlike most birds, the adults take turns sitting on the eggs and feeding the young. During this time, the birds can be extremely territorial. They will chase away predators and other birds. Sometimes, they may even chase people. The incubation period is long, lasting between 22 to 24 days. Often, the nestling period is equally as long at around 27 to 29 days. As the babies are fed, fish bones, scales, and other debris accumulate, which helps shelter the babies more.